Hey, Bougie Gang. Good morning. Happy Sunday, guys. What's going on? Um, I hope everyone's doing well. This is, oh, girl. Let's see if I can make this work. Girl, it's always something. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, yo, I had to take I had to take a screenshot from this live because it was the disturbing glasses for me. But you know what I'm gonna talk to you guys about. Oh, a mess. I can't see the chat for some reason. On my YouTube monitor, it's not showing up and I don't know why. Let me refresh over here. It's always something. I swear to God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Good morning. Okay, let's just talk about it real quick. We are not gonna we cannot absolutely not drag this out. Um, so let's just get into it. So Strong Mommy Chrissy went live. Apparently there's a problem. She unmodded everyone and her mods are mad. Um, it's a mess. It's been a mess for about 2 years. Let me just say this first and foremost. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Bougie Gang. Good morning, Pun the Replay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the deal. Strong Mommy Chrissy out here talking about she just got married. I don't know where this man lives, if he even exists or not, or not. But at the end of the day, this lady has had more drama coming to YouTube on some I just got married ish. And you have a chaotic, drama filled, no peace household. How is it that you are an alleged newlywed and you feel the need to come and answer questions about how you manage your channel on some people who don't get paid? Now, I know that it's important and it's necessary, but the bottom line is this is my opinion. if folk weren't so messy, do you guys see a reoccurring theme with people who have problems with their moderators? It's you're messy. You do too much. Have meetings, send out blanket emails and make criteria of what people. I don't know what any of I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what any of my moderators are doing out here. I'm not tracking nobody. I don't need to know. And in my experience, when I have felt uncomfortable with someone being a moderator for my channel, the wrench is gone. I've never heard anybody come and say I need my wrench back because they know they were on some fugazi. Okay. It was just a matter of time for me to find out about it. And when I found out about it, you noticed that the wrench was gone and that was it. That was all. And it didn't come back. That's it. This is stupid. This is so dumb. So dumb, so stupid, so bothered. So I have no content. So I don't want to talk about my fake marriage. Girl, did you ever even get divorced? Where did you get divorced at? You must have gotten divorced, I would imagine, in Colorado somewhere because that's where your residence has been, at least for the past year or so. So there's no way she's married. I don't even know if she's divorced from the bum. That's her words, not mine. I don't know DeMarcus to call him the bum, but she called him the bum. I don't even know if she's divorced from that man. But you got some man up in there, and you have been with the shits for the past month, ever since you told us and been wearing that little cocktail ring, talking about you're married. You have had more drama than we've seen from you in a long time. And that is not cute, sexy, or attractive to a man in a house with 9 kids that don't belong to him. First of all, let's just talk from the top. There was the mod drama. There's the elephant in the room of the fake husband. Girl, let me get a pen so I can make sure to hit all my points. Girl, it's the fake husband for me. That's number one. Okay. Girl, it's the fake husband. Girl, it's husband. It's the husband, aka husband. It's the kids. So she talked about her eldest too. So the young lady, Miss Cadence, obviously there was some drama there. I don't know anything about it because I don't follow that young lady. And Kingston has a deadbeat dad. Tell us something we don't know. Chrissy, you don't have to come live to tell us that you picked a bunch of bums to be fathers of your kids. And it's not going to do anything for you that you have an audience of 200,000 and you want to put the man on Front Street and elevate some dude you introduced to your kids. See, she wants to make her new husband look good, talking about he bought your kids. Buy your own damn sneakers. You got 9 damn kids. The man is doing for your son, where's his kids? Maybe he doesn't have kids. So maybe, girl, I don't know. Buy stuff for your own kids. Let the man worry about you and the household overall. You should be handling your children, period. They don't even know that man. This lady was pregnant 6 months ago, maybe for this man, but she was also in the hospital by herself with her sister, dealing with what she said was the worst situation of her life. Now all of a sudden, either he's back or someone else new. It's about like Olivia. You two are peas in the pod. All of y'all operate exactly the same. Trashy. Okay. Some dude, like, are people supposed to, ooh, he bought her son some shoes. So what? You picked a bunch of bums. That's more of the situation. Anyway, she had to tell us, she had to get people straight on people following her daughter and people criticizing her daughter, her eldest daughter, Cadence. I guess she was posting some stuff to go viral. Maybe the way she was saying it, maybe the stuff isn't true. Well, she learned from the clickbait queen. She learned from the lady who likes to tell stories and make up fantasy fiction. She got it honest. Okay. She got it honest. So she thinks that that's the way you operate on the internet. So why wouldn't she? I'm just saying. Now all of a sudden, Chrissy's smelling herself because she allegedly has a husband in the house. Now you want to drag the baby fathers, of which you picked wrong every time. None of these guys are around. What else did she talk? Okay, so the husband, the kids, the mods. Girl, it was some drama. I appreciate that. Love, the a real supportive bougie. Oh, absolutely. I didn't see what was said, but it does me proud. Oh, girl, the nose was spreading. The nose was on spread. Look, this is the deal. This woman is trying to make a check. Make no mistake. She don't mind using her kids for the content. And if you want to know why I say that, is because if you didn't want anyone to mention anything with your kid, then you wouldn't have brought it up. The fact that you keep running Cadence's name, I think is weird. I think it's very weird, very strange that you are mad because people are talking about her. I don't even know what the girl said. I don't know what she got going on. I remember there was some controversy some months ago over a couple of posts. Um, at the end of the day, why even bother to mention it? Why mention it? If she has a public social media profile, you can't control what people watch. If there's people out there that want to watch her channel and report on her channel, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's up to you to handle it from the inside of your house. But if you are okay with her having a channel, then you need to be okay that if tomorrow she has 1 million followers, there's going to be people watching, talking, reviewing, all of those things. That's just how this game works. Social media, that's just how it works. Now, you can't control whether they are perverts. You can't control whether they are adults. You can't control what they say. You can't control what their opinion is. If Cadence is trying to go viral, which we don't know if that'll ever happen or not, at the end of the day, it's going to be what it is. And you can't control the dialogue. Only thing you can control is whether that girl posts or not. And if you don't like what she's posting, then it's not our job to help you manage that. You got to figure that out on your own. That's on you, boo boo. Um, right. We were just talking about that. She says she's married. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. I just don't believe that she is married. And if she is married, the guy is a bum. There is no way that any sort of self respecting, decent man is going to deal with this much drama and chaos in the household that he just became father or stepfather, damn husband, or whatever. I just think it's absolutely unbelievable that she wants us to think that there is another adult living amongst this chaos. It must be chaotic enough just making breakfast. You saw how she was making Thanksgiving. So anyway, she goes live. Let me pull this up. She goes live because there was a situation when she was making Thanksgiving. She heard some things that there were moderators in the midst of another reactor who doesn't have positive things to say about what she has going on. Ja- um, Girl, Jasmine. Uh, Jasmine did go through this same thing, and Olivia too. Everyone goes through. Look, there are moderators that want a wrench and they want to be messy. Like, why someone wants a wrench for a channel? Maybe sometimes they want to sabotage comments. Sometimes people want to. Let's talk about the real. There are some moderators out here that want to sabotage people's channels. Let's just be real about it. They will delete comments, they will delete people, they will block people, and they will make a nightmare for the channel holder because you have to go and fish people out the tank and get people out from being blocked. You got to read the emails where someone is like, I don't know what I've done. I don't think I said anything wrong. Why am I blocked? I don't know if look, let me tell you something. When I block someone, I typically remember like, oh, that was a nasty comment, or this person has, I know why I block someone. If I see people that are blocked and I have no idea, I can't remember, um, it's not ringing a bell for me, I don't have a problem unblocking them. If you come back and fuck with me the long way, I'm going to block you and that's going to be it. Don't even bother to message me. Okay. But there are moderators who block people for sport. They don't like you from another chat and they block you, and it becomes my problem because I've got to go find you. And I don't know what y'all doing out here on the YouTube streets, but people see people in a chat that they've seen from another chat. Maybe sometimes people want to play, people want to be funny, whatever the case might be. That shit is real. It's real and it happens, right? At the end of the day, there's not a lot you can do about it. One of the remedies that I have had when I've had people repeatedly blocked, I'll just make them a moderator. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're not coming with the shits to my channel and using your powers for my annoyance, it doesn't bother me. But if I have someone who gets blocked numerous times, I'll make them a moderator. So now you can't touch them. So what's next? What you gonna do now? You know what I mean? I have no way of knowing who blocks someone. We don't get that information, right? Sometimes I do get screenshots and people will show me what I need to know. Either someone's talking some shit or someone did something in a chat. They block people's messages or they may have put someone on timeout and they may feel that I need to know that. And that's cool. And I will make a decision accordingly, right? Nobody tells me what to do. Chrissy decided one day, because she had a lot of reactors. I don't want to say a lot. She had several people who have channels in her chat. And those people rock with Chrissy. They like Chrissy. They enjoy her channel. That's their business, her business, right? I don't really have an opinion on that. Me personally, I am of the opinion, I think once upon a time, people used to mod people. So because there were a lot of people who were, let's say, cloning channels. There used to be a troll tactic of going and getting a picture that looks exactly the same and trying to model your channel to look like someone else's so that they could come and wreak havoc, drop messages, people would be confused, all kinds of stuff like that. So if you put someone in blue, then you know that that is someone that you have, not everyone, because you don't know everybody, right? I don't know anybody in this chat, but if I know that I gave a wrench to a particular person, that I follow their channel and I just want to make sure I can identify that individual. There could be 2 or 3 people that I said, you know what, here's a wrench because I just want to know that it's you in case somebody is pretending to be you on the YouTube streets, right? Because they won't be in blue, right? And then also look, it gets very complicated. It's very this little sector, definitely we all know there's a lot of shits and shenanigans that go on, and it's been going on for years, okay? Years and years and years and years, right? So Chrissy decided to mod people with channels. Okay, that's her business. That's their business. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I have no opinions on it, right? And when I have had opinions on it, people didn't like it, and that's fine. Now I'm really on some I really don't care. Like I didn't care then, but I gave my opinion. Now I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that she's having to go through this because of some comments that somebody wanted to start some drama in the chat, and then she decides at some point she was going to take everybody's wrench. And for some people, taking that wrench is going to make them feel some type of way. Okay. I barely even give out wrenches anymore. I have more than enough moderators. And periodically, I will go in and take wrenches now because the main reason is because if there's people that don't even show up here, not because you're not showing up per se, but just I don't I'm you know how you got kind of like do spring cleaning and you are decluttering, or you are just, that outfit was like 5 seasons ago, and it's like, you know what? Let me just kind of declutter. And some names I don't even recognize. People change their names, they change their avatars. I don't know who some people are. So I'm just going to say, for me, if you come and you find inactive, you come through and you don't have a wrench anymore, don't take it personally, especially if you've been in the bushes for 2 years. And if you've changed your name, you change your I don't even know who, I don't even recognize you from the chat. Okay? So don't feel away. Chrissy decided to take the wrenches because she heard that people were talking about her, and that also she had moderators in places where people were talking about her. So she thought she would start from scratch and or not even have too many mods. Of course, her head honcho mod was there, the one she'll never get rid of. And that's fine. You have one trusted person to moderate. If that person will stop and drop, roll, do everything, and make sure that they're there every time you go live to be able to filter any unwanted comments or anything like that. It's like Chrissy has been doxxed so much and so hard, and so like I don't even know what the purpose is anymore. I mean, if you put it to subscriber mode only, that will filter out some trolls, because some people would rather scratch their eyes out than subscribe to your channel. On top of that, if you make the lockout period, if they go make a new name, they by the time they make a new name and come back, it's over. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, good morning to everybody. It just doesn't make any sense. Christina's taking this opportunity to make some absolutely, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, this did happen, right? She did unmod everybody, and her moderators are probably feelings her, because you know what? This is what I say. If you want your name to stand out in the chat, buy a fucking membership. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real here. Chrissy's not coming on live because she just has this desire for everyone to know her damn business. This is what she's doing to make coin. Let's just talk the real. You want to stand out in the chat? Drop a super chat. Drop a sticker. Be a member. You know what I'm saying? Go green. Okay? Hello? If you feel some type of way about not being blue and you want to stand out, you want to put your money where your mouth is, you love Strongmommy Chrissy so bad, put some coin to it and go green. How about that? Put some coin to it, stop being cheap, and go green. That's what I say. Nobody has a right to be mad if somebody decides, you know what, I don't need this many volunteers anymore. Are you going to be mad if you volunteer at the Y and they say, you know what, this season we don't need 100 volunteers, we only need 50, so anybody can opt out, and or we will use you sparingly. We don't need you for 10 hours anymore. We're going to use you for 4. Okay? But if you want to come work out, you can always get a membership, right? Maybe people volunteer so they can get a free membership, right? All of a sudden they don't need you anymore, right? You gonna be mad at the why, or you gonna put your coin to it and pay for what you like? Hello? I know you guys go all over this internet and see people paying and putting coin to what they enjoy. Okay? Whether you might be a premium YouTuber, you have the premium membership, so you don't have commercials. Okay, I that is definitely supporting. But if you feel some type of way about not being blue, don't put your coin and go green. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, her deciding she doesn't need mods anymore. Why do you care? Why do people care? If you enjoy the channel, does that make you enjoy the channel less because you're not in blue? That doesn't make any, that's stupid. I wish I would go live and sit and talk about people being mad because I don't need volunteers anymore. Put the sack to it and go green. The fuck? That's my shit. Okay? That's my thoughts on being mad because you're no longer a volunteer. Okay? That's the conversation Chrissy should have. You got 200,000 followers, allegedly. She did get a plaque, but she has 200,000 followers. And I don't know what she does in members, not my business, but people are trying to be mad at you because you got rid of some volunteers. Okay. Volunteers who were also talking about you behind your back. Volunteers who go to every drag session there is about you. They love you, but they also hate you. You sat and went live with your new husband somewhere in the mist for an hour. Like, it's just huh? That doesn't make any sense. You got a whole brand new husband, but you're sitting here addressing wrenches. And you say you don't even need the wrenches. I feel like when mods get mad about a wrench, it makes me question if they're it make me question if they're there for the status or the not even just the status, the blocking, the blockation, the deletion of comments, the sabotaging of someone's channel and content. Okay. And to the point of the status, to have somebody look stupid. Oh, her mods are over there at so and so's chat. I used to have some mods once upon a time who would go over to certain parts of YouTube where they would be dragging me. And when I would get the screenshots, I'd be like, oh my God. And then you get the screenshots again, and then the wrench is gone. I feel like I did go through that once upon a time. My little feelings would be hurt, like, oh my God, really? Oh my good girl, okay. Look, you never know who's in the bushes, right? You never know who's in the bushes, who's watching. But when you join the chat, you are making a decision. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Me personally, I would give it's a case by case basis, but I don't really try to make decisions too quickly. And I don't want to make decisions based on I just got a text and this, that, and the third. I like to think about things. I like to make my own decision and not be like not a knee jerk reaction. Um, but at the end of the day, like you cannot control what people are consuming on YouTube. And the fact that someone volunteers on your channel to help keep the traffic flowing and keep it positive. Um, if they decide to go and consume other content, That's really their business. I mean, you don't have a contract, you don't have a work assignment, but I think she feels like there should be some sort of agreement that you will not go out here, that you're not going to places that are being disrespectful to me or not promoting my channel in a positive way. And I get that, but you have no control over that. You really don't. I mean, I'm quite sure that I have people who have I know in my past have had wrenches who did not mind going places that I would never, and places that maybe they could be talking about me or throwing shade or whatever. I didn't have time for that. I really didn't. I just didn't. If it became blatant, then I would just have to take the wrench just on some, it's okay, like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Now you're free. You are free to go do the shits however you want, and you don't have to feel obligated to me, but I can't have you showing up here as someone on, who supports my channel who really doesn't, because I mean, now I feel like I'm being stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I get where she was coming from about that to a certain degree, but it was not live stream worthy. It was more so, I would have thought more about it if maybe it just happened and it was just kind of like, okay, wrenches are gone and it's okay. I will mod people back as necessary. You saw Olivia. Olivia had no mods for a very long time. She took a lot of heat about it. When she unmodded Carol and all those people, all her messy loyalty gang. Jasmine, I think had that same situation. I mean, this happens to everybody. It really does. It happens to everybody. There are people who love to, go from chat to chat. But the fact that she unmodded everybody, good. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Stop being messy. Stop being messy, and you won't have problems with your mods anymore. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I don't know. I feel like, stop being messy. If you stop being messy with your mods behind the scenes, then you won't have to feel some type of way. And the fact that you have a moderator coming to be that they felt comfortable enough to be in your chat to do something messy, it's messy. Okay? What about the idiot that dropped the info in Chrissy's chat? What about the idiot that dropped that information in the chat? When, last night? You got to tell me what it was. I don't know. When I watched her live yesterday, I was behind. I was watching it live because, you never know if a live is going to get cut off or not, if they're going to erase it. When I was watching it, I was behind. So the chat wasn't aligned with what, like, in real time. And so I don't really know. Are you talking about from Thanksgiving and Sky's life? Okay, Desi's probably typing. Okay, let's hear what Chrissy had to say. I don't believe, number one, I don't believe that there's a husband in the mist. There's probably a boyfriend. Maybe she did marry somebody. Who knows? If she did marry someone, what I want to know is, did you get divorced? I mean, look, there's people who have wrenches who are in this sector, it's very common, and I already explained why. Some people, now, why she moderated people who have reacted to her channel in the past, cuz she's friendly with them and they don't react to her in a negative way anymore. If they talk about something she got going on, I'm sure it's very positive, okay? What did she actually say? Well, one of the mommies told Chrissy, the one of the mommies. So I'm assuming, okay, so you're saying like the three moms. So Jasmine, is that what you're saying? Well, one of the mommies told Chrissy that I'm assuming the reactor was in the chat. I prefer being a passive wrench holder. LOL, I'm just in the chat, not block unless someone is coming That's not even passive. That's what a moderator does. Like there's no let me go block somebody. Let me go play field hockey with some people who are minding their business, expressing their opinions. No, that's not even passive. That is what is on point for a moderator. I don't want anybody being blocked. If someone comes in here and they are rude, they are they are coming for me. They are coming for other people in the chat. They're making it a less pleasurable experience. That is timeout worthy. We have new tools now. So that's timeout till tomorrow, right? If they are dropping MAGA and dropping political propaganda, you can be blocked because, that's you're not here for the right reasons. And even if you're here on some topic appropriate trolling, you can be blocked too. Everybody can get it. If timeout doesn't work for you, you can be blocked, right? There's no blocking quota, okay? Also comments that are off topic, I'm cool with that, but I don't have, what I'm saying? If someone wants to drop an off topic comment, it's not gonna, like, I don't have to read it. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, I don't see everything. That's also another thing. And if someone has an unpopular opinion, that doesn't mean that they get blocked. You know what I'm saying? I think as a moderator, you read the chat, you know the room, and I think people defend it in a way that keeps it a positive experience, an enjoyable experience. That's really it. It's not on some team this, team that. Um, you know what I mean? I just think that people being really mad at her for getting their wrench taken is, I don't know. Go green. Okay. If it's because you want the status of the color, a different color, there is an option. There's always an option, right? And the option is put your coin and go green, right? Sky's Life told Chrissy the reactor was in another reactor's chat. That's how Chrissy got the information. Okay. Yeah. I think there are people who really do like deleting comments, blocking people, sabotaging the channel. Those are some of the negative things that people, you know, they want to see something work. So they want to see, like, oh, okay, I guess I really can delete that message, and it really is upsetting to people. Someone could have a comment deleted and I will get a book on how their comment got deleted and how it made them feel. And I'm not going to discount that because someone took the time to come to my chat. They want to engage and their comments are being deleted by maybe the same person over and over and over again. That's weird. That is something that I will definitely have a problem with. Okay? Me personally. Like that is on some sabotaging my channel because you want to make it less enjoyable for people who want to come and engage, and for whatever reason you think it's cute to delete all their messages or block and hide them, put them in timeout, all kinds of weird shit. I don't see that happening in Chrissy's chat, but I don't know. Most of the time I'm not in real time to watch. Um Sky just wants to be relevant. Um, to me, for the most part, you should be so busy creating other content to make your own bag. You shouldn't have time to go run to other people's chats to go and also another job for moderators is that you release comments. Sometimes the Autobot will hold a comment for review. Maybe it has a curse word in it, something like that. And especially if a chat is going fast and there are words that are sensitive to the AI, you do release comments. When I have a chat and I see that comments are just scrolling by that need to be released, I know that I really don't like, either people are having a really good time and they're not paying attention, but I can't really get mad because you know what? It's not a paid job. So if I'm on my YouTube monitor, I will release comments myself. Sometimes when I'm on my playback, I'll see, oh, okay, 2, 3 that need to be released because the Autobot held it. And it got by the moderators because maybe they were having a good time and missed it or thought someone else was going to get it. I don't know, but um Sky wants to be relevant. Sky needs to get a place to lay her head and her kids. I don't ever since I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch her channel at all, not even a little bit. I find her absolutely disgusting, that lady. I think she's gross and I mean she's gross. And when she did those videos of her nasty dirty apartment, um it was funny back. I don't even know. I'm sure it's still posted. Once upon a time, me and Kel's podcasting bay did a video. That thing was so funny. My side was hurting. Tears were coming out my eyes. We did a reaction, and it was so hilarious. Of Sky's video when her apartment was absolutely disgusting. And I've never been back since and don't want to. I think was I there one more time and her whole entire apartment was like falling apart. It was another one of I clean my nasty apartment and I was like, "You know what? I'm good." Like I can't. There's nothing there for me. I'm not into it. And the fact that she has unkept household, children, herself is gross. How do you have time to be messy on Thanksgiving when you have a homeless situation going on? You should be more concerned about getting. Look, mental illness is real, and the fact that somebody would be in a position to live the lifestyle that they're living, we cannot factor in like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's remember if you are living, there's left, there's right, there's center, right? If you are in the center of normal, okay, let's look at the spectrum of life, right? Let's center normal, which is just like an average person, right? Just you're living your life tidy, neat, clean, you have enough money, um you have gainful employment or income, whatever the case might be. um Someone who has opted into a lifestyle of constantly packing their things, um, flexible living arrangements, staying in their vehicles. Um, you can call it van life, you can call it whatever you want. Um, you're opting out of, and I'm not talking about an RV. I'm talking about sleeping in the Toyota. Okay. When you have opted to not living in a dwelling and you are living in your car, you are living from pillar to post, you have already left the realm of, for me, where I can compare and contrast anything. Okay. This girl is homeless with a bunch of kids. She was ragtag anyway. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any feelings on it. She should have her mind on other things, but I think when you are dealing with trauma, you will try to distract yourself by any way possible. And being homeless and having to find a way to feed mouths 3 times a day, handle PP breaks, um, doing all of the things that we all take for granted because we have a house with a toilet, with a refrigerator, with a bed. I can only imagine being a mother of 6 and trying to find adequate places for the kids to lay down, addressing pee breaks, food, temper tantrums, um, being tired, all of those things. Like, yes, she should have a lot more to do. Um, but if her escape is being messy on Strong Mommy Chrissy's channel, good. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to my shit with that. I don't watch her channel at all. Not even a little bit. I just don't. I have so much other YouTube to consume. I do not have time for Sky's life at all. I don't really have time for Olivia anymore. Olivia is boring. She's too busy trying to manipulate and not just live her life. And I don't like to be played with. So at the end of the day, she wants to play with the internet. She likes to tell stories. She likes to lie. She likes to make people go on a scavenger hunt instead of just being real. And that's cool. That's cool for whoever wants to watch that. I'm not interested. I'm going to be honest. I'm not interested. I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Olivia was interesting when Olivia was being just herself and open. Um, when she decided to play, that you see what happened. Even though her audience has grown, um, I don't see, I don't see anything else. The audience has grown. Some people don't watch anymore. People don't always take the time to go and unsubscribe. But hey, whatever. Um, Peyton's channel is very good, but that she doesn't even. It's like not even worth bringing her up in this type of conversation because it doesn't even compare. You know what I'm saying? Also, she is over 40, and she's grown. She's grown, and she's doing things very much differently. I think people forget, you know what I'm saying? Sis is grown. She's not doing like she has a healthy care for for herself. When you care about yourself, you care about how you carry yourself. Um, you care about your brand. You're not going to do things to make yourself look bad. Now, are you still going to enjoy yourself? Are you going to stop yourself from doing things that other people may or may not do? Um, Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes, Peyton talks about censoring, like for instance, like she'll say, when I have a video that doesn't go up, she'll say this all the time. If I have a video that I'm posting and it doesn't go up for some reason, or it fails, or it doesn't pass the screening and it goes yellow, she has some sort of issue with it, she will take it down, watch the video again, and see if there was something that she left out to edit. Why? Because she just takes that as a sign that um, I may need to go back through this one more time just to make sure that there's something, because she's providing entertainment, she's providing a look into her life, but she's not willing to be played slow for a bag. This lady on the screen doesn't mind being played slow for a bag, okay? And also like creating her own drum. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate. Ooh, yum. Thank you. Farrah just made me an omelet, y'all. Okay, let's so yeah, Chrissy got played slow. Chrissy thinks she was coming to the internet to be a boss, to talk about her moderators are mad at her because she took some wrenches, and people have feelings about it. And I get it, but like I said, if you want that status, go green. And nobody who has a channel should allow people to sabotage their channel. It's called managing your channel.
Oh, my throat hurts. Okay.
And
I don't
then
know. Somebody knocked on the door and then
that you got to
disappeared. So
manage the
whatever.
house with this type of shenanigans going on. And
Everybody mad.
on
Everybody's
top
in
of it, sis
uproar.
stays sick.
And like I said, because everybody's talking about me and my channel, I think I should come on here and set the fucking record straight. Number one,
Okay.
okay, this is my channel.
Okay.
I don't have to give an explanation on any executive decisions that I make over here because this is my channel.
Okay.
I will also say that I have had the same moderators for the most part for years. I don't normally have to do a sweep of my moderators. It's just, but you know, on the occasion, usually if I have an issue, I might remove that moderator. But I've been fortunate, blessed enough to have some really good women, not to call y'all girls, but really good ladies who have been my mods. This is not a paying position. I'm not taking food out of anybody's mouth or off of anybody's table or out of anybody's household. If I choose to let a moderator go, it should not be personal. This is not personal. This is strictly business, as if you will. Okay. So I feel like a lot of people are taking it personally and then they have their facts a little fucked up. Number one,
Chrissy doesn't want to look stupid. If you've got someone dragging you and your moderators report to the scene every time, hey, hey boo, hey. If you have someone dragging you and your moderators run, don't walk to the scene of the dragging, and then you got people there who are like, doesn't she mod for Chrissy? Isn't she a mod for Chrissy? And then they send you one of those notes, and girl, and you don't do anything about it. Girl, Farrah knows how to make an omelet, okay? You're gonna get the, hey, did you get my email? I sent you some receipts, okay? And then they send you, like a week later, they send you some more receipts. That's the point where it's like, you know what? Not because the person sent you second set of receipts, but because now it's going to be like, if they notice, other people notice. And also, why are you like, oh my God, get the likes up over here? And you're laughing at the slur comments. Oh, like, let's just say someone moderates over here that moderates over there. Okay. And every time I'm like, girl, she got a damn daycare van, or she got a damn rugby team of fathers, or no shocker, she picked a bum for a husband and for some baby fathers, right? And some of her mods are sitting here. I mean, it would be out of step. It really would. Now, but not my problem. Not my problem, right? Not my problem. That's her problem. So she decided to solve that problem by taking everyone's wrenches. Um, she doesn't take care of her health. She sounds like she is full of mucus, especially with the food they eat. They eat a lot of processed sugar. They kill vegetables. The vegetables, good morning, sis. Um, girl, Farrah knows how to make a nice omelet and folds it over like she works at the restaurant. She's good. Farrah's really learning how to perfect her cooking skills like a proper young lady. So yeah. I agree with you, Miss Alexandria. Absolutely. Girl, not my problem. Not my problem. Now, would I be surprised if that same person went to her live and said some shit about me? Not really, because they're at mine listening to me talk about her. But what did I tell you guys I'm gonna do? What I tell you I'm gonna do? I'm gonna handle, and I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, guess what? I just took so and so's ranch. Okay, girl, bye. It's just gonna be gone. It's just gonna be gone.
just because I removed
And
all
it's not on some hate. It's not on some hate. It's not on some don't appreciate. It's just on, let me help you remove the conflict of interest, because I don't want to be a party to that. So if you want to come here and you really support, then you'll go ahead and you'll go green. And if you feel like you want your messages to stand out, you can drop them in a sticker. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be blue. You don't have to be blue. You know what I'm saying? Blue is reserved for people who really care about the chat, who want to keep the chat flowing and going, and respect what's going on. Otherwise, you still welcome. You just won't be in blue. You can opt in for other. There's always options, right? Let's always remember that there are options. Okay, girl, are we going to be dragging and lagging? I don't know what's going on. Okay,
all of my moderators does not, except for one. You see her on here, Kimyata. I just left one. at the time, because honestly, I haven't even revisited this until just now, because I do have a life, y'all. I am busy. I'm doing other things. Do not let this be the topic of the discussion. Okay. You don't have to have moderators on your channel. There's lots of bigger channels than me that don't have any mods at all, or they might only have a couple or whatever. And it's just personal. It's up to your personal liking, whatever you want to do. Okay.
I
But
mean, again, let me just say
the
it one more
night
time. The history of moderators in this little sector was so overblown because we had a very severe troll problem. The troll problem was about like Auntie Rona. It was like some damn Rona in the chat, okay? Rona was ever present about 4 or 5 years ago, and it just is what it is. YouTube has made more tools available. There's a significant timeout. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's better filter now, all kinds of things. um you can fix the mode of your chat. You can make it subscriber only. You can go day one. I could have set this chat today to be subscriber mode 365 days. So if you subscribe, you might be a subscriber, but if you haven't been a subscriber for a year, then you can't chat, right? Like there are parameters that I think you can go subscriber mode all the way back 5 years, okay? There's so many options to filter your chat if that's what you want to do, right? um Chrissy is Chrissy is being battery operated at this moment, and she's doing exactly what was wanted for her to do because people like to see Chrissy squirm.
that all of this happened, I did not have time, right? It's Thanksgiving. I'm cooking for my family. I don't have time to figure out whose story matches this person's story, to figure out, oh, what's this? What's going on over here? Okay, I didn't know about this. I don't have time to do that. So I decided in that moment that the thing to do, since I was brought information about someone, I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and just remove everybody. Once I got off my live stream, I removed everybody. I left one. Okay, one person on both channels. And I have a lot of mods actually on my main channel that aren't even really active. And honestly, you guys, just to be honest, like I have just now gotten back to starting to post. There wasn't even a need for me to have any moderators until recently, because I haven't been going live. I haven't even been posting for real, for real. So there's no reason for anybody to be upset. Matter of fact, the last mod that I let go, we got into a back and forth, and she told me, you're not even on live enough for me to even moderate. And touche. Okay, I have nothing to say about that.
Okay. The last mod you let go, then she's going back and forth with the person. For what? Why is that even a conversation? If you support the channel and someone doesn't find a need for you anymore, maybe not you personally, because me personally, it's like, how do you know these people? But there's back chats, there's group chats. Jasmine had all her moderators in a damn group chat. Okay. Um, I don't know if Chrissy has her moderators in a group chat. It's like a freaking sorority. And then people feel bad. It's like, huh. Mm-mm.
Because I'm really not on live like that. Please don't be offended. So the mod that I let go, but I let everybody go. We had a discussion. I feel like we wished each other well, and that was it. There's no bad blood.
Girl,
I don't
yes,
have anything
buttermilk
against
biscuits.
Destiny. I always thought she was cool as fuck. Never had a problem with her. She always seemed very supportive over here, and that's what I really cared about. I do want to know though if there are people who are supporting my channel who are supporting negativity against me specifically. I don't really care if you're on somebody else's page and they do what they do with other people. But if you are on this platform and you're moderating for me, I think it goes without being said that, yeah, you probably shouldn't be on the opposite side of that. To me, in my mind, maybe I'm crazy, that just makes perfect sense. But and to each his own.
It makes perfect sense if you're into messy YouTube. Someone who actually has a fully optimized channel with 200,000 subscribers shouldn't even be an issue. It just really shouldn't. You should be so busy doing other things, making so much bags. At the end of the day, people talking about you is part of being popular. Okay. People are not going to always say good things. They're not going to always say bad things. When you are popular, everybody is not going to love you. If everybody loves you, I guarantee you that's a problem. That's going to be a whole nother type of problem, right? There's always going to be someone in the bushes that doesn't like you or wants to be critical of you. That's just life, right? Um, Pick better. The fact that the person felt comfortable enough to have a conversation with you about you taking their wrench, meant that you had a relationship with that person outside of just the comments. You make a decision to take a wrench and someone approaches you and says, "Hey, I'm upset I lost my wrench. Hey, I appreciate you volunteering for so long. That was amazing. And I appreciate you supporting the growth of my channel. You have options. If you want to stand out in the chat, you can select a membership and or you can run your comments through on supers or stickers, and that's it. That's all. That person will be like, pick up their face. They're going to feel some type of, they're going to feel a way, because if you are really supporting, you'll put your coin to it. Okay. um a free status jump to blue, if you don't need it, you don't think that they're doing what they need to be doing, or the privilege of having some additional functions is being abused, that's not even conversation worthy. If you are running a business, if you have a store and your register comes up short all the time, or there's a close sign when the store is clearly open, or I don't know. Again, people are taking out of the register. The doors are not unlocked. People can't come in and frequent the business. Isn't that a problem? Okay. If you have too many people, have you ever gone to work before when you were like working at Abercrombie or the Gap or the cookie store, and they had too many people and they sent some people home, or they call you and say, "Hey, we don't need you till 6 o'clock, or we don't need you till next week." What did you do? You ain't got another job, right? Or you went to your other job, or you called the people back and said, "I'll babysit tonight," or whatever the case might be, right? Ridiculous. Ooh, she's delusional at this point. Isn't it stupid?
I'm not even here to make anybody believe that. But again, this is my channel. This is my baby. This is something that I grew. So I get to make executive decisions over here. And sometimes people may not like that or whatever, and I feel like the people who were involved, I don't talk to Sky, so I don't really know. And she hasn't reached out to me, so I don't know. This is a big deal. I really do not. I feel like other people, not the people involved. Me and Dex, I feel like we messaged each other. We didn't have any beef or anything. And nobody else who was a mod for me who got removed is upset. I think other people are trying to make this something that it's definitely not. We're all adults over here. And I'm not saying it's going to be like this forever, but in the moment, that was just my thought. Like, okay, I need to wipe everybody clean until I can figure out what's going on. And I haven't still had time to really figure out what's going on. All I know is that people are like, Strongmommy Chrissy took off all her mods and everybody be mad at her because girl, like, this is not my motherfucking channel that I can do whatever I want with. And that's where I'm like, hold up. Wait, wait, no, what are you talking about? This, I can do whatever I want over here, and I'm not doing anything in a hateful way. Like I said, I don't normally even adjust my mods unless there's something, it has to be something drastic or whatever. And so I know this is kind of like, oh, Chrissy doesn't normally, do, huge sweeps of her mods and stuff like that. But y'all, listen, it's okay. I promise you, we gonna be all right. I promise.
I agree. I think it should like it happen. People can be mad. Look, most hated, most loved, whatever. At the end of the day, the bottom line is everybody is not going to be happy with a decision that you make. And that's it. Everyone's not going to be happy, but she obviously cares. She didn't care when she did it, but she cares now. And that's, you know what I mean? That's her prerogative. Um Girl.
Promise you, is not the end of the world. Like some people are making it. You can mod for whoever you want to mod for. If you mod for me, you could be in whoever's channel. Like, I'm not making you sign a contract in blood saying that I own you and that you can only be over here. But I just feel like if there is an instance where you are a mod for me, let's just have an understanding that you're not going to be on somebody else's channel that has something bad to say about me, because
it's not a good look and it doesn't feel good, right? So instead of trying to manage what other people do, you manage it, and you did what you wanted to do and you took their wrench. I mean, there should really be no conversation about it. The person who's being messy knows that they're being messy. They know that, right? You guys have been places where things are happening and like, ooh, they know they're being, you don't think they know they're being messy? And if they don't know they're being messy, they're getting ready to find out. That's my thought.
It's a conflict of interest.
Teach. Okay.
It just really is. It's just,
you got to show people how to treat you. If people felt like it was okay to do that, then you just showed some people if they're moderating for you, it's not. And if they care about being a moderator, then they'll govern themselves accordingly, right? Because when Chrissy modded some people, there were definitely some people that I don't want to say completely cut ties, but cut some ties with me, even though I don't talk about Chrissy on a very regular basis. But there are some people who, faded away, and that's okay. That is okay. This is on some internet work here, play here type situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Shit happens. And I get it. And people choose the relationships that are more important for them, right? Clearly, in the moderator space, Kimyata was more important than anybody else. That was the one person that maybe she feels that she knows she can trust, and that is, HNIC. Okay. She made a choice based on what made her feel comfortable. Okay. Me personally, I just think it's like, what did you expect? I feel like Chrissy is very behind the scenes messy. She's extremely behind the scenes messy. She wants to walk around like she is suburban goddess, mother of the year, now wife. Um, Girl, all lies.
it's kind of, it just really
I
is.
don't know.
So
I don't know. I'm not sure
why it was brought up or brought to my attention or whatever. But like I said,
I mean, that's a
in the
good
middle of the
question,
night,
but maybe not.
late
I
at
don't know.
night on Thanksgiving Eve, and I'm cooking, and I'm like, I don't got time for this drama. I don't have time.
I mean, to me, Ming as a channel holder, yeah, maybe look, everyone's got a different feeling about it. Me personally, like, making your friends your mods who also have channels is a mistake. I'm gonna be honest. If your friends support you who are also channel holders, you guys agree with each other that you guys are going to support each other's channels in a financial way and go green. Every channel holder does not have time to report to the dance floor to moderate your chat. I think in COVID, when there's a different time, different, people were bored as hell. If she took Ming's wrench, Ming should not care. Ming should have been in green anyway. Okay, that's your friend. That's your ace boon coon. She should have been in green anyway. They should have been green for each other. Having a wrench, what's she gonna do? Ming's over there with 3 kids, a husband, and a channel and a business. Why does Ming need a wrench? And Ming's putting up her own content and probably busy slaying a wig. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't need a wrench. Leave the wrenches for your subscribers because they enjoy it. They want to volunteer. They want to help out. I don't know. I have different thoughts today than I had 5 years ago. I saw it as it was more 5 years ago, again, because of the troll problem, because of the interference and the distractions, because of the cloning of channels. Using the wrench was a way to be able to identify allies that you specifically gave a wrench to. Nobody can give a wrench but you unless you have managerial moderators. And I don't have any managerial moderators. Nobody has that. Who have similar functions as myself. 5 years ago, the way people used giving out wrenches almost as a protection strategy rather than the real reason that people have a wrench is to promote a healthy, functional, fun chat. Okay. It was used to protect when you're going live and people are coming to discredit, dox, disrupt, and fuck your shit up. Okay. Basically. Okay. That's a lot of that was going on years ago. And yeah.
Time to figure out what y'all are talking about. This is going to have to wait until another time. But because I recently, a couple months ago, back in
Girl, she never gets rid of that pneumonia.
This year, I had an issue with another mod that I removed. I'm like, twice in a year for me is too many because I've gone years with the same mods. So anyway, until further notice, that's where it was just at. It just was at, that's just where my thought process was at. I don't have any problem with Kels. I talked to Kels the other day. I don't have a problem with the Erics. We follow each other on everything. I don't have a problem with anybody. Me removing mods does not equate to I got a problem with you and you should be mad at me and we should have beef because you've been a mod and you haven't done anything but support me. I hope that you still support me just like I would support y'all. I just don't need a mod right now or any mods right now until I figure out what's going on or whatever. I don't even fucking know. Okay? Until further fucking notice. And that's really what it is. And I feel like it just needs to be addressed because everybody's got their panties in a bunch. And I really just feel like it's for nothing. Calm down. Really, yes, calm down. It should not be headlining fucking news that I removed all of my moderators. And honestly, that was just a way for me to be like, okay, just so I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. I'm not playing favorites in any way or nothing. I'm just removing everybody. Now, Kimyana's been a mod on my channel for I lost fucking count. Okay, for a long time now. And so you just gotta be like, okay, and so she's an OG mod. So okay, I'll keep one. And that was my thought process. But I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers. But at the same time, please don't get upset about what I do over here because I'm not over here trying to walk on eggshells about what I do on my channel. Y'all got to get it together. But I love all the girls that have been mods for me. I don't have no problem with y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I don't know what the fuck was going on. So some decisions, quick decisions, you got to act fast, okay? Quick decisions had to be made because I did 5 minutes of research and was like, okay, this is significant enough because I didn't want to just remove everybody. So I was like, okay, let me let me do a little bit of research. So I had a friend of mine pull up the video and
Mm,
I don't know, somebody's page, a reactor's page, and that's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. I just want to know what's going on.
why? Why do you want to know what's going on? If you are so above it, you shouldn't even care. I'm going to be honest. I'm like wholeheartedly.
And it just seemed
If
like
you're above it, it
in
shouldn't
the
even.
moment a lot of bullshit, and I was just like,
This is why Chrissy's not married. She is worried about the wrong things. Girl, she's not married. She's worried about the absolute wrong things. I don't believe it. I just don't.
listen, I don't I don't got time for this shit. It's the motherfucking holidays. Okay? Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Okay? I'm knee deep in turkey legs. I don't have time to deal with it. So, just call it what you want to call it at this point. All right. Just call it what you want to call it. But let's see here.
Hold on, guys.
People definitely being messy, and I think Sky was wrong. A country could do what they want to. I don't know about what
So Sky was wrong for dropping in the chat that somebody was talking about her over at someone else's chat. Some people don't know how to do anything but be messy. Maybe she didn't know how to get in contact with Chrissy, and she felt it was urgent that she knew that she had a rogue mod out there who doesn't mind being in places where she's being dragged. Maybe Sky feels like I'm I'm number one strong mommy Chrissy fan. I'm a Chrissy stan, and how dare you be outside of the bushes for a good old strong mommy Chrissy drag, and you need to be aligned with everybody else who puts on a good front and pretends like they're not there for a good old strong mommy Chrissy drag. You need to be in the bushes with the rest of us who just watch from the sidelines and stay silent. How dare you, since you have a wrench over here and then you have a wrench over there, I'm going to expose you because I want to be the head op. Okay? Girl, bye. These are a bunch of women who have nothing better to do.
I know, right? Um, y'all act like y'all can't pay. Yeah, I this is not a paying job. This is just people who want to do this in their spare time for fun. And I appreciate it. I'm not ungrateful because I appreciate all the mods. But I just need to make sure that if I'm gonna have people in my circle, like, I mean, to be honest, you guys, I have been burned so many times on YouTube. Do you blame me for real? Like, I have been burned by in all types of different ways. And then also just in general, and you see what happened recently with Jasmine's mod, how she was a mod on her channel. I'm not saying Dex would do this, but I'm just saying, or any of you other girls, I'm just saying, you know how she had that mod on her channel and then she turned into a whole reactor. Now I'm beefing with this bitch. Like, what? How did I get thrown? How the fuck did I get involved in this? You see what I'm saying? Like, now she just a full-blown hateful ass bitch on YouTube. So it's like it there's just a lot of different things going on, and I have been fucked over so many times and had so many negative things happen to me. Quite frankly, I don't trust no fucking body. And how should I? You know what I'm saying? I don't trust no fucking body. So I say all that to say,
She's very messy too.
I
The
just
reason why her chat is messy, the reason why she has messy moderators, or she had messy problems with moderators is because Chrissy is messy behind the scenes. Chrissy is in every chat. Chrissy is in every bush. Chrissy is in whatever chats are going on behind the scenes. Ming has had a long time private group chat for damn years. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? People want to talk offline about other people. Okay, cool. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like for me, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Um Why? It's the fake outrage for me. Why not just the silent removing of the wrench and be done? But Chrissy, look, Chrissy got her views. Chrissy got to get a few things off her chest, I guess. Good for her. Let's keep going.
You got to react quick sometimes. Shit. And at this stage in the game, after what I just went through in September.
And it's not to call people messy to say that this isn't messy or other things aren't messy or comment sections aren't messy at any and everyone's channel in this mom sector. Um, Everybody is not calling everybody to the yard to have a group conference about the degrees of mess and shade that are occurring. It's like, sis, this goes with the territory. You're part of this.
What I continuously go through with people, like I said, again, I'm not saying Dex, this is you or any of the other girls who are on my mods, but it's just like, you got to have some sort of common sense. You got to be like, okay, if this don't add up, let it go. And that's just what it is, and I'm not saying, I've never heard the Dex any talk bad about me, because I think you're in here, Dex. I never heard that you talk bad about me. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you did. And I don't think that you did, because you've been cool as fuck this entire time. So I don't have a problem with you, but I do have a problem if you're a mod for a channel that does bash me. That's probably the only time me and you ain't gonna see eye to eye. But other than that, it's like, I mean, shit, do what you do, sis. You was cool as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? But professionally, like on this channel, it's just like, it just may not work out. But I also don't know the scope of that other person's channel either, because I didn't even know who that was until Wednesday night. So, girl, no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? No.
But there is hard feelings because it made you not only take her out, but you were so upset about it, you took out everybody. There's no way. You're being disingenuous at this moment, because you can't say that it didn't bother you, because if it didn't bother you, you wouldn't have questioned everybody. She didn't just question her. She didn't just question that situation. It made her question everybody. She felt some type of way to the point where she took out every single mod except for her Ace Boon Coon. Okay.
No fucking hard feelings, for real.
Her ace in the hole, number one mod. Okay. So she took out everybody. Now, if she brought people back, who cares? The thing to me is not saying what you mean. Say what you mean what you say. You were bothered. If you weren't bothered, you wouldn't have gone in there and said, you know what? I can't trust anybody. Let me just take everybody out.
So I wanted to address that. Also, y'all listen. I don't have nothing to. I also saw that there's some stuff floating around about Cadence, and I am just choosing not to talk about that, because
so there's something. This is a grown woman, 30 plus years old. There's something floating around about her daughter on her very adult channel, right? In the ether. There's something going on. There's something being talked about. She says she's not going to talk about it, right? Watch her proceed to talk about it for the next however long. Let's see. She getting ready to talk about it. Okay, girl. We are at minute mark 24:51. She getting ready to talk about it.
Because all I'm gonna say is it's been handled, and that's not recent. That's really
so
all I
this
can say
still
about
may have
that.
been
She's
that same situation that happened a long time ago.
And that's really what it is. I cannot be like some of these other creators that exploit their kids' situations for money. I can't do that. I could sit on here and tell you a whole story time about how that whole thing went down and how she got disciplined and all that other stuff or whatever. And I'm not going to do that to her because she has to live her own life on social media and in general, and I'm not going to embarrass her like that. But that shit did embarrass me, and so for that, she's been in trouble and been on punishment, and that's a whole other thing.
Okay, so it's a minute later. She said she wasn't going to talk about it. It's been handled, but now she's telling everyone how it embarrassed her. She got in trouble, X, Y, and Z. Like Chrissy just can't shut the fuck up and get out of her own way. She has to tell everything, right? She isn't and the new husband is at the house, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's on a trip. Maybe he's with his other wife. Who knows?
Parent of a teenager. I'm not going to sit up here and go back and forth, okay, and act like I'm an angel. But it really does piss me off when people sit up here and throw me under the bus and throw my daughter under the bus because you see some stupid shit that she posted online. I appreciate you trying to blow the whistle. Already been taken care of. That's old news from months ago. But at the same time, trying to call me a hoe and then call her a hoe or something like that because I have 9 kids, that's stupid.
There like a whole sentence where you actually even throw out into the universe um in the same sentence that people called you a hoe and called your kid. Um this chick is a trash can. She's a trash can trying to be a suburban mom. And it's like, sis, girl, stop. This was a very unsuccessful live. This didn't give and didn't do what you thought it would. It's stupid.
When there's people on this platform
You
who
are
go
exploiting your
viral
kid.
off of exploiting their kids all the time. And they've done way worse than Cadence, way worse than a TikTok. Okay. So I don't appreciate that shit. I don't appreciate, but nobody called them a bad mom. Nobody called them a hoe. Nobody called them nothing. Right. I don't appreciate that shit at all. I'm just going to keep it real. I don't like it. So keep my daughter out y'all's chats and out of y'all's comments because it really don't even matter because what happens over here in this household is just that. What happens over here in this household. Whether you think I'm a horrible person or not, and my kids are going to be horrible people because I'm a horrible person, that's a personal opinion. Okay. And you are entitled to have that. But I don't like seeing that online because, raising kids is not easy.
Don't go look. I mean, you've made several announcements that your daughter has social media and you've made it accessible. You continue to talk. I'm sure there were people in that live who may or may not have known that her kid was on social media. Now you'll have people looking, searching. They're going to want to find out what happened, what was said. Let me figure it out. Where's the reactors? Oh, there's people talking about it. Let me find out, right? Why bring it up when you said 3 minutes ago you weren't going to bring it up anymore?
And teenagers is even harder. And I'm not here to act like anybody.
So what she's referring to, what she said was her daughter has a TikTok and people were making some comments about some content that her daughter put up. I can't even tell you about it directly because I never went to watch it. I don't care what a 16-year-old's putting up. She is, I don't know. I have no idea what the girl's putting up. I have no idea what she's not putting up. Um, I can't even tell you. I think there was something controversial. There were some people putting up some commentary talking about that the girl was depressed, that this, that, and the third. I don't know. I never went to watch it because I didn't want to have it in my brain because I already knew I wasn't going to talk about it because I'm not into it. So I'm not trying to hear about it and I didn't even want it in my brain. But bringing it up again to me is, healthy questions like you're asking, like, I don't know what's going on, what happened. It promotes more conversation. She should know. Okay. Um, Absolutely. But that doesn't have anything to do with her daughter. You know what I mean? But she wants to keep bringing it up. So people are going to talk about her kid. Like they just are.
Is an angel or anything like that, but at the same time, she's a minor, she's a child, she's my child. You let me deal with that. Okay. Now, talking about me and calling me names, y'all gonna do that, whatever, that regardless, that's fine. But yeah, that's that. What I find to be also kind of disturbing is that there's a whole bunch of grown-ass women following a teenager.
But if your kid has a million like I don't know what her kid has, but let's just say Caden wants to go viral. I said this an hour ago. Cadence wants to go viral, right? You can't control who's going to follow. You know how many kids make cookies, pies, cook, do cute TikToks that are being followed by adults? Not on some weird shit, just on some supporting. They think they're cute. They want to support their endeavors. They want to support their social media. It makes them smile. Maybe it reminds them of their kid, their granddaughter, their whatever. I don't know, but you can't tell me that when you have children who are on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, that every single person following them is another kid. Most kids can't even have a channel without their parents. A lot of kids are on their parents' accounts. Okay. You can't control that. Cadence wants to go viral. You better get used to a whole bunch of people you don't know following her. Like, you sound stupid right now. You sound very slow and very uneducated about the internet. The internet is not a safe place. The internet is unpoliceable. Okay. It cannot be controlled. Um, the controls that are set in place can be maneuvered around. And if you want your kid not to be discussed on the internet, you probably need to take your kid off the internet. And that's just coming from one girl mom to another. You can't control everyone else. She should know this by now. She knows this, but she wants people to not have an opinion on something. And I don't know that that's possible. I don't know. I don't think what she wants is possible.
Now, like I said, I could get into the whole ins and outs of Cadence is in this house all the fucking time. So I also got on her ass about the whole fucking TikTok shit because Cadence likes to post shit that she thinks is gonna go viral. She doesn't.
Let me say something else too. About a year ago, maybe it was somewhere 6 months to a year ago, there was a video that Chrissy put up talking about her kid was missing for a period of time. I think she was out with the boyfriend. Chrissy's daughter was out with her boyfriend. They went walking somewhere. Maybe he dropped her off. Her phone was dead. She couldn't get in touch with her mother. She had to walk down some dark street by herself. Maybe she trusted somebody to let her use their phone or something. I don't even remember all of the details. It was nightmarish. Luckily, by the grace of God, the kid was fine. Chrissy decided to tell everybody this. So I'm not sure which situation she is discussing. I don't know. Some things are not for everybody.
Of this, the thought process is just not there. And I told her, you need to start to understand that
Why does it say Facebook? Because I'm broadcasting on Facebook. I broadcast on YouTube and Facebook every day. So yeah, there are people who are commenting on Facebook, and I'm on StreamYard. So I could actually broadcast up to 6 different platforms. So whatever platform I am broadcasting on, all my comments go into one central place on StreamYard. So I'm clicking on Facebook. When you see Facebook, that's someone who is joining us live on Facebook.
Is social media forever, but I'm on social media as well. You have a reputation to uphold. I have a reputation to uphold. You are not the image that you are trying to portray that you are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that, because then you have people thinking that you are this fast ass little girl that's out here ripping and running the streets with no monitor or something like that. And that's not true. Cadence is never out of my motherfucking sight unless I know exactly where she's at. And she's rarely able to go any fucking where. So, yeah, she likes to go viral. All teenage kids do. And, as far as everything else, that's my business and not y'all's. But I'm just saying, like, I'm a mom raising a teenage girl. I'm gonna have 3 other teenage girls. I got a
Did she say that Cadence is gonna have people out here thinking she's fast? I mean, look, this whole conversation is inappropriate. What time is it now? She's gone 5 minutes talking about this poor kid and said she wasn't gonna talk about it, and she just can't stop. I'm gonna just let her do all the talking. I don't have anything to say. But girl, you are on the slow right now.
2 11-year-olds.
And the fact that you got a man in the house, allegedly, I believe is a lie. It's gotta be. Or he has got to be some sort of weirdo bum um to be involved in this type of drama. Most men are not attracted to this type of crazy drama. And she might have to experience once again, because remember, one day, you guys remember when the bum left her first husband, his mom had sent him a bus ticket. Girl, he was packing and ready to go. And she found out as he was leaving that he was getting ready to get on the bus and go back to Texas because he wasn't trying to stay. I mean, it's like people have to escape from these situations. So it's like nobody wants to be around all this drama. You got drama with the daughter. You got drama with the baby fathers. You got drama with the internet. You got drama over to the school. You got drama about the teachers. You got drama with, this baby father, that baby father. You got drama with the landlord. You got so much drama. Who is opting in for this drama? Chrissy, you need to go sit down somewhere. Really. You need to sit down somewhere.
I got 5 boys.
Several seats,
I'm gonna have situations pop up where I'm like, bring it back. You knew better. Okay. And that's just what it is. I'm not apologizing for being a mom. I'm not apologizing for being human. I'm not apologizing for having kids to do some dumbass shit to try to just be dumb. Like, why? Don't be stupid. Okay. But I have to sit up here and I have to deal with that because it's my daughter. Okay. That's it. But as far as the whole mod thing, y'all,
what happened to I'm not gonna talk about it and just don't talk about it.
It's not the end of the world. It may not, like I said, it may not be like this forever. It's just like that for right now.
Girl.
And her mom is known, so they're gonna always look for something to come for. Yeah, and that's what I told her too. Like, we had to have a whole conversation about it. Like, your mom is known. I have a large following. There are a lot of hating ass bitches, and Cadence is still trying to find herself. Like, I really wish, like, thank God there wasn't social media when I was 16 like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God that, there wasn't all of this to the extent that it is when I was fucking 16. But, so
isn't Facebook 20 years old? Like, if people weren't doing Facebook yet, like this.
Cadence is her own person, and she still has to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes as well. Don't listen. What I really hate about social media and this platform, people look at me, these bitches that just want to sit there and talk shit about me, and they want to condemn my kids automatically because they put me in a box and say I'm a whore. Okay, fine. Okay, you want to
put? She says that social media put her in a box and called her a whore. Ma'am, you had 9 kids before you turned 28 years old with 7 or 8 different men. Excuse me? You're mad. You're mad.
News updates.
You're mad. You're mad. You got to be kidding me. You think that the social media puts you in a box as a whore? I love how she's sitting there with those big ass glasses on. Have you guys seen Q? Q got some new glasses, okay? Eat with Q, girl. She got some big old glasses like that, but Q's look nice. and she's got her hair really looking cute, short and natural, very pretty. And she had a bright red lip on and some very heavy, thick, extra large glass. She said Q walked into the eyeglass store and said, "Give me your most extra large, over the top, gonna kill the tip of my nose frame, please. Give me the frames that slide off my face because they're so." Girl, have you seen Mr. Fibromishima over there posting with no shirt on in Africa? Let me get up. Let me get back on topic. Okay. Hilarious. She really thinks she's going to unhoax herself by explain. Girl, we gonna just let her explain her way right back into a paper bag. Well, social media didn't deter her from having poor management, poor putty cat management. Okay, Miss Toby, look at Miss Toby's avatar. Um, Girl, that's a whole conversation right there. Um, Baby. All right, let's get back to it. Let's let Chrissy drag herself. This is a strong mommy Chrissy self drag, and I love it. I love this for her.
You want to put me in that box? Fine. And then it
She said,
leaves my
"What
kids.
what box did we put her in?" She said we called her a whore. Is that what she did? She said we called her a whore. She says the internet, social media put her in a box and called her a whore.
Because they put me in a box and say I'm a whore. Okay, fine. Okay, you want to put me in that box? Fine. And then it leaves my kids no room to make mistakes because they are looked under a fine, like a even bigger microscope. They all know this. So people want to try to sit here and play me like I'm stupid just because I have 9 kids. I'm not dumb. I don't want my kids to make the same mistakes that I have made. I don't want them to have the same struggles that I have had. That does not mean that they will not make mistakes. And so I find it stupid and frustrating. And I tell my kids this too, like my older kids, as they get older, like, you guys understand now. You guys are starting to understand.
How long do you give sir before, if in fact there is a sir at the house, there is a mister, okay? How long is he going to make it to the new year? Is he going to make it to January 1st, 2025 without disappearing somewhere, without Chrissy doing a sit down video that her husband has disappeared, she doesn't know where he is? Is he going to make it to next summer, or will he be here this time next year? I watched a news story the other day about a guy who, I don't know how many kids were at the house, but let me just tell you briefly. This guy went on a fishing trip. He calls his wife and says he's going to be on his way. He's leaving the lake right now and he'll be home soon, right? Girl, homeboy didn't come home. Okay. They found his boat. It was toppled over. They found a couple of things and they thought he was at the bottom of the lake. So they sent divers, all the things. The divers went through the whole entire lake. The diving team felt confident to say he's not in this lake. He's not. Based on our searches and based on the grid, all the things, he's not here, right? Turns out homeboy was seen on some cameras. He left the lake area. He got on an electric bike, drove 70 miles to the nearest airport. Maybe he got on a bus. Then he went to the airport. Girl, he went to Detroit. He went over the thing into Canada, took a flight from Canada over to like the Ukraine. Homeboy got an apartment. He's over there living his life. He had just taken out an insurance policy earlier in the year. Homeboy is gone. Okay. He made an elaborate plan to leave and look like he was dead. Okay. That's my point. Chrissy, you are setting yourself up for a disappearing act. Okay. Remember that book from back in the 90s? What was it called? Disappearing Acts. Wasn't that Terry McMillan? Girl, hold on. Let me put you up to some Terry McMillan disappearing acts. And it was a movie, but it was a book. Okay. 2000 romantic drama TV movie based on the novel by Terry McMillan. Okay. Wesley Snipes was in it. Zora Banks. Let's see. Sanaa Lathan. Okay. Sanaa Lathan was Zora. Wesley Snipes. Um, based on the novel. Author of Waiting to Exhale examines the relationship that develops between an uneducated, unemployed construction worker, Wesley Snipes, and a music teacher, aspiring songwriter, Sanaa Lathan, becomes extremely complicated when she gets pregnant. If you haven't seen that movie in a long time, you haven't read that book, revive it. It's been almost 25 years. I don't know why I thought of it, but this is a situation where this woman is mad at the internet for all of her own choices. Strong Mommy Chrissy is living the life that Strong Mommy Chrissy is living because Strong Mommy Chrissy made very specific choices for her life, and she chose to play it out on the internet, and she doesn't want us talking.
Understand what is not acceptable and what is acceptable, especially when it comes to social media. And that's just either whether you're a content creator like me or not, there should be limitations and expectations set for social media. I have set those, but who did not break rules when we were that age, right? So it's not like I'm like, yeah, Cadence, do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to run the streets, go ahead and do what you want to do. You want to be just like me? I wasn't even like that. I'm not even like that. You know what I'm saying?
Chrissy, but you
I
are
got
like
9
that.
kids because I decided to keep my kids. Okay,
I have 9 kids because you got pregnant numerous times. Okay. Most people who, like, that's not a fair statement to say. I have 9 kids because I kept my kids. A lot of women used birth control. A lot of women used self-control to not be in a position where they're like, you know what? I'm keeping my baby. Don't lay down. Keep your legs closed. Use a condom. Use birth control. That is not cookie. You don't get a cookie for that. You don't get a cookie because you laid down, had unprotected sex, and think that you are mother of the year because you decided to keep your kids rather than be like Jasmine and have multiple, numerous pregnancy terminations. That's not cookies. You don't get a cookie or a award for that. You decided to keep your children. That's wonderful. That's your personal choice. And you also decided to hit go live. You also decided to post and put up all this conversation for people to have about what you got going on over there. You can't expect to put up all of this and think that nobody was going to talk about it with the size of your channel. Even with a small channel, people talk about small channels, they talk about big channels. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, girl, it's a
I had 6
conversation.
kids before I got married just because I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I was not ripping and running the streets. I was not fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And that's another thing that pisses me off.
But so you weren't fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but your oldest daughter doesn't have the same, number one doesn't have the same father as number two. Number two doesn't have the same father as number three. Number 4 and 5 don't have the same father as 1, 2, or 3. Like, none of your kids have the same father. So you had 6 kids, 5 different fathers at that moment. But you want to tell us that you weren't screwing every Tom, Dick, and Harry? And because you decided to keep your pregnancies, girl, that's a losing argument. That's nothing for nobody but yourself. This is a conversation Chrissy should have had in her mirror and not on live stream, but I'm cool with entertaining it. Okay. Girl, you've been getting pregnant nonstop at 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Aquarius, where you're getting your information from about that, but I mean, hey, I'll buy it. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's been since 14, it's been since 14. You know, you can't expect, this is a cautionary tale. She thinks that she's putting up something like earth shattering, groundbreaking because you know how to cook large. You think that you have made it. You have another rental property. You have acquired yourself another dummy to marry you. The man is not going to stay. It is not a peaceful home. You got too much going on. You are allegedly in your honeymoon period, and you have been coming to the internet even more so with drama and nonsense. You are sitting there, a newly married woman, and talking about how the internet calls you a whore, a hoe. You mentioned the word whore in the same sentence as your eldest child. Girl, homeboy is trying to figure out how to pack when you go out, okay? He's probably trying to go buy some tickets discreetly, bust you down for the rest of the holidays, and make it back to wherever he came from and get the hell up out there. Or it must be green card season. It's got to be green card season, or homeboy may have a concussion. Maybe he's got amnesia. He ended up somewhere. He didn't know how he got there. I have no idea. What did you guys think? It's a concussion? Is it amnesia? Is he slow? Is he some sort of predator waiting? What, can you make it make sense for me, please? Who is coming with a bag, opting in and
About
marrying
so
this woman who has all this drama going on in her household? It's been nonstop drama for the past 2 or 3 weeks. You think he doesn't know who he is? Girl, amnesia, green card. Is he some sort of predator? Is he another strangler, Bay? What's going on here? Is green card season? Okay. It's a pay to play situation. Is Chrissy
social media in
here
general, because I have
a
9
big
kids
sugar baby?
automatically in my hoe. Automatically in my hoe. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's
She's saying it too freely. People, she likes calling herself a hoe.
not fair, but it is what it is. I made my bed, I lay in it. I do not complain about it. But I'm just saying, you guys, I know where I fucked up. It took me a while, right? And I'm also trying to make sure that my kids do not follow that. And I have to have those hard conversations, especially with Cadence, because she's a couple of years out from being a legal adult, and say, listen, these are my mistakes. I have already bared my mistakes to my kids inside of my house behind closed doors. I don't have to tell you guys that for you guys to be like, oh, good job. Good job. You told your kids that you're a whore, so you don't want to be a whore like your mom. No. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to share that with you guys. But here I am telling you that I had to have those difficult conversations and be real with them and be like, Cadence, I had you at 18, babe. Not because I was fucking everybody, because I wasn't. Right? Because I thought I knew, but I didn't know better. Be better than me. Don't be like me. Don't even act like you want some shit like that, because you're not. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to say, like, when it comes down to it, like I said, you guys,
This is what I think. I think Strong Mommy Chrissy goes to the hospital. She gets treatment for pneumonia. She doesn't take her full antibiotic, and she just stays sick. She's never going to get rid of that bug that's in her, because I don't think she takes her full medication treatment. It's obvious. She cannot be taking the full treatment, constantly having phlegm, constantly being sick, constantly running back and forth to the emergency room. She is not taking the full treatment. It's just obvious to me. She takes enough to feel better, calls herself cured, and she ends up back in the emergency room for some sort of respiratory infection.
I saw somebody say that. I do have bigger fish to fry, which is why I did not want to get on here and do an entire fucking live stream about Cadence's missteps on social media or fucking mods, okay?
And also calling yourself a whore. A whore.
Because I have 9 kids that I am trying to monitor and take care of.
Has she mentioned her husband yet? I'm just wondering, y'all. Has she mentioned Sir? Has she mentioned Mr. yet? Maybe she mentioned him once. Maybe in this whole conversation, nothing about, girl, let me go because I got to go handle my wifely business. Or let me get off of here because my husband doesn't like me fussing. Remember when Rob Strangler Bay didn't like her fussing and arguing on the internet? Girl, homeboy does not exist. She has a blow up doll named Mr. Strong Mommy Chrissy over there. There is no man over there. Don't believe it.
And again,
Oh, you think she's
before a
back with
bitch take this
Demarcus?
shit and run with it, Cadence is
Oh,
not out of control.
interesting.
Okay. There have been some other people that I have heard of who have had out of control teenagers. That is not Cadence, right? Has she fucked up and done some stupid dumbass shit? Absolutely. She's 16. She gonna do some more dumbass shit before we done. Okay. But on the grand scheme of things, compared to other teenagers her age that I know of personally and that I just heard
I love it for her that she doesn't want her kid talked about, but she can't stop talking about her
on social media, I'm thanking my lucky stars that it's just a stupid ass social media post. Okay. She ain't trying to sneak out. She not trying to run away. She not getting into fights. She not.
Look, we can't validate that, Chrissy. If that's what you say, that's what you say. Girl, if everything is hunky dory over there, sis, why is your blood pressure up? Why don't you relax? Take a deep breath. Okay. Just relax for a moment. You're gonna be all right. If everything is hunky, fabulous dory over there, then just relax.
Still in and doing all that other dumb shit. It could be worse. She not doing drugs. She not running around here getting drunk. It's not, it could be way worse. Okay. Now, is she trying to act a little spicy? Yeah, she is. Because she think that's what's going to get her likes and views. Right. And so
I wonder where she got that from. Mommy is a clickbait aficionado. I wonder where she got that from. You taught her. You taught them. Okay, mommy getting ready to play act right now for a bag. Okay, mommy getting ready. Okay, so mommy's gonna be yelling in the room. Everything is fine. Mommy is with the play right now. Okay.
So we had to have a whole conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But she's a kid, y'all. She's a teenager in a world with social media. Not to make excuses for it, because she already knew better. Listen, she got in trouble. I ain't gonna tell you how, but there was definitely some cuss words dropped because I was upset about it. Pissed me clean the fuck off. But we live and we learn. Okay, we live and we learn, and that is what it's talking. I mean, I know I didn't know y'all all had angels for 16-year-olds. I didn't know that. I did not know that y'all all had angels for 6. I did not know everybody. I did not know that. I didn't know my daughter was the only one that just fucks up sometimes. I didn't know. My bad. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't make excuses for it, but I don't want to try and fucking put her on blast either in front of 200,000
you already
people
did.
and be like, da 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 da. Which is why I never mentioned it. Which is why if I ain't mentioned it, why the fuck are you? Duh, stupid. Like, let's not. Clearly,
Because it's
I'm
an
not trying to
open,
mention
not
that
private
because I don't want
channel.
to make
I mean,
her
look, what other people are doing on their channels talking about teenagers. I don't know.
feel like that's the end of the world.
No.
You know, I don't know. Mistakes happen, right?
Girl,
Kids fuck up. You
she
learn from your mistake. You
started.
move the
It's
fuck
been,
on. I
girl,
fucked
it's
up a
been
lot
12 minutes. It's been 12 minutes.
in my
She
life,
hasn't
and my
stopped.
goal is to make sure
Nonstop.
that they don't fuck up the way I fucked
Can't
up, and they
stop,
fuck up a
won't
lot
stop.
less, right? But at the end of the day, she has to have room to grow. And so I'm trying to give that type of leniency as far as like, okay, this is a mistake. We learn, right? We see, and I show her what is the repercussions, not only for her, but for me and others, and how what she does affects other people around her. So that's a whole lesson that has been learned. And she's going through some things right now because of she's on fucking punishment and has been for a while. It might be until she graduates. I don't fucking know. Depends on her maturity level. But you know,
all that says to me is you can't trust her. You can't trust her to not have your eyes on her, is what that says to me. 16-year-olds have cars. there are 16-year-olds out here who have made grown decisions. I'm not going to say too much because someone will take it that I've put these things off on her. But at the end of the day, there are 16-year-olds out here who operate vehicles, have jobs, are honor students. There are 16-year-olds of have many different adult responsibilities. They mind and keep up with their siblings. They work in hospitals. They do all kinds of things. You got 16-year-olds in college. The fact that you are saying that she's on such a severe punishment, you can't take your eyes off her. Girl, would you stop lying?
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Girl, what did your daughter do that you can't not have your eyes on her? That's a whole daddy gone situation. She getting ready to go in on Kingston's dad in a second. Where's Caden's dad? Where's he at? Okay. Um, the fact that she's on punishment maybe until she graduates, Chrissy, you're not doing anything but just telling on yourself. Clearly something happened, and clearly you don't feel comfortable with her being out of your eyeballs because you don't trust the decisions that she makes for herself. See, when you're grown, you can do what's called deductive reasoning, and you have things called critical thinking, and also we know how to add 1 and 1. Okay. 1 and 1 equals too much oversight. Okay. So clearly something is amiss, and that's your problem to handle. Need any of it. We're just going on what you're saying. Sis needs constant supervision, and you're not letting her out of your eyeballs. Okay. You're helicopter momming a 16-year-old. Okay. Okay. Because we know you had her at 18. So you were definitely with the shits, probably at least at 17, maybe even 16. So maybe you're scared. Maybe you're nervous. I don't know. But we're just going to continue to let you talk. Let's see what else you're going to tell us.
Say all
But
that
go
to
ahead,
say,
tell
you
us
guys,
everything
we're
else. Go
human
ahead.
over here. We make mistakes over here. I'm an adult.
Okay.
I'm 34 years old. I still make mistakes. I'm still learning from life. My daughter is still going to learn. My sons, all my daughters, all my sons are going to learn. Everybody's going to be, it's a learning curve. Okay. Don't expect perfection from over here. Some stupid shit sometimes happens. And I'm like, okay, let's take it back. Let's bring it back. Why did you think that was okay to do? So, yeah. That part, we live and we learn. We motherfucking right. Thank you, Chill With Crew. Chill Will Crew.
Has Steffi G came and said the bum was gone and went back with Chrissy? Does anybody know? Steffi G, are you in the bushes somewhere?
Yeah, they will be waiting,
Steffi G,
trying to
did the
crucify
bum
somebody for
leave?
something they know they probably did or do they child probably not gonna that's, let's be real. I agree with everything. Why is Daniel so weird? Go be weird somewhere else, Daniel. They come for the kids to embarrass the mom. That's so sad. These men need to stay out of women business. Girl, I have 3 that are grown now, and believe me, when they did their share of dumb shit. Now I can say they all have graduated college. See, look. And that's wonderful. Your daughter will have to learn on her own. She will realize things differently when she gets older. Teenagers will teenage. Thanks, knick-knack. They motherfucking will. And they try to give you gray hairs and drive you crazy and give you a mini heart attack every other day.
Let's advance. This is
scholarships. They have a lot of applications for juniors for scholarships. And I think that she's going to be able to get some good amounts of money to be able to set her up really nice. You know what I'm saying? Like we are planning for other things. There's a lot of positive things going on in her life. I'm not going to get on here and talk about some stupid fucking social media post as if that defines my daughter. Y'all can sit up here and try to condemn a 16-year-old like that's gonna be the end of her, and oh, that's her and that's her because it's me, and she's not me. She's her own person. And I'm here like, you're not gonna be like me, even though I'm not the worst person in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing wrong. I ain't do nothing wrong. Just don't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? Leave these niggas alone. These niggas gonna be there. Niggas gonna nig, they gonna be there. Have fun, enjoy your life, focus on your career. Those are the things that I didn't do that I wanted to do. But I'm not a bad person.
This lady's married, guys. This lady has a fresh husband allegedly at the house. I'm saying it like that because I don't believe it. I don't, unless she trapped someone a la Misery, okay? Like that movie Misery, the lady caught the man and brought him over to the house and girl had her way. I just don't believe what she's saying, but okay. I don't think any decent guy with no kids opted in for this.
So I'm not like, oh my God, just don't be like me. Oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you want to have kids one day, have a family one day. Okay, do that one day, you know? But yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Chill Will crew. See you in the next live. Get your rest. See you later. Bye. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. But, you know, I just wanted to say that, you guys. I wanted to finally address it because I feel like, you know, people, they really do get off with like making me a headline. And I don't like that because what the fuck over the stupidest little things. Like, you know, this all started over some mod shit. And I'm just like, God damn, I don't want to have an hour-long explanation on why I make decisions over here. You guys,
but you did.
I'm just gonna do what I do.
You did.
But I have
but you did.
my bestest intentions, y'all's best intentions, and for this channel, all that. Hey, Nick Next says, Chrissy, just stay positive and keep doing what you're.
I wanted to get to the part where she drags Kingston's father, but I don't know if I'm going to find it. It's somewhere in here. She might not think she dragged his father, but she did. She brought up information that nobody needed to know.
To nip that in the bud. Cadence does not want kids. She's like, I don't want to have any kids at all. Listen, you guys. And again, I'm not going to sit up here.
I wish I would entertain a conversation with a 16-year-old, whether they want to have children or not. That's not even a conversation. Do you want to have all A's this semester, or like, are we going to, what sports are we doing? What activities would you like to do? Would you like to learn dancing? Like, would you like to go get some dance classes? Would you like to learn etiquette? Do you want to go to like some classes on how to do different hairstyles? Like, is there like a Saturday class for kids that want to learn how to braid or do certain things with hair? I am not entertaining no damn conversation with someone who is not even an adult to ask them what their intentions are about their body that is still not even fully developed, and also probably not even having sex. Like, what? And you're going to bring it to the internet. This is why Strongmommy Chrissy is a dummy, y'all. Sis is stupid, okay? Sis is really, really inappropriate, and she can't understand why people are inappropriate with her. People are inappropriate with her because you are inappropriate with your family. You talk too much on your kids and you tell too much of their business. You think it's being cute. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. But maybe because you were a teenager when you had your kid, you feel the need to make sure that if you may have an at-risk youth and you want to talk to them very openly and frankly, but isn't that a conversation just for you as a mother? And if her father even knows she's around, I don't know. This wasn't something for you to tell us. She's so weird.
And dive in deep, but we've had to have some tough conversations. So
look at this. The half of the live. She went live. Our live was an hour, right? At the 20-something mark, she starts talking about Cadence, right? we're now at 45. So half of the live at this point is regarding Cadence, and there's still 20 minutes left to go where she's going to proceed to drag Kingston's father for not providing basketball shoes. If this chick is mad about basketball shoes, this Negro hasn't gave her a dollar ever. Chrissy, why? Because now you got a husband. You think it's a good idea to drag the boy's father who hadn't been around. If the man's not providing sneakers at 14, he hasn't provided a loaf of bread. Like, why is this conversation? Why are you dragging? Why are you taking shots at people? Because you have an alleged husband now who is letting you take an hour of time in the evening to sit and talk to the camera about all of y'all's business up under the roof. Okay.
I had my miscarriage. Because before I had my
Girl, now she's talking about her miscarriage. What is wrong with sis? Okay. I'm going to let y'all go soon because we're not going to drag this whole thing out. But okay. Girl, sis is freshly married and she wants to talk. Is this the man who knocked you up that you allegedly married?
Superhead, you're so funny. You're like the little devil's advocate. Yeah, I could have more. I actually might want one more, but the older my kids get and the more freedom I see myself getting closer to, I'm like leaning against that. So, it may not happen, but for a long time, not for a long time, but for most of this year, especially after I had my miscarriage, because before I had my miscarriage, I was like, I don't want any more kids. Before I got pregnant, I was like, I don't want any more kids at all. I'm good. Then I had gotten pregnant with my son and then had a miscarriage. And that kind of made me feel like, oh, I was missing that piece because I felt like that was something, I was planning to have. I was planning to have it and then I didn't get it. So then you kind of want it, you're like, okay, well, he wasn't planned, but now I kind of want to take the time and plan a child at some point so I can, have my rainbow baby. But, I don't know. Right now, I have a 16-year-old, I have a 14-year-old, I have 9 children total. And my biggest thing right now is I really just want to get them raised and at least get it to the point where, I'm out of the diaper phase and the potty training phase and the, like all of the little stuff.
Do you notice how she has not said a word about that man? Nothing, because he doesn't exist or he's not. It's a fallacy.
Onyx is now in school full time. And so that's like, him not even having to be home all day. That's a little bit of a breath of fresh air, just a little bit more freedom. And then you think about like what the next 5 years will hold. It's like, okay, yeah, my eyelash is hanging by a thread. I feel like it's bothering me. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, next 5 years, next 10 years, I'll have a lot more freedom. You know what I'm
really?
saying? So
where's the husband?
I don't know if I would want to start over and
her
and
dialogue
do a diaper
is
bag and a
very
car seat and a
telling.
stroller and baby
Girl,
bottles
daddy
and
gone. He's gone.
all that, and I'm getting older. So all of that plays into
You're a newlywed. There's no mention of the man whatsoever. Nothing.
My ultimate decision to have any more kids. I don't think it's gonna happen right now. Maybe. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen because like in the next couple of years it would have to happen. Your girl's pushing 40. I do want to get out of kids at some point. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but that's a personal decision that I'll make with my husband when that time comes.
Fine, girl. Does he get to wear some pants? Do you wear the pants in the house too? Is it all, girl? He must be some kind of bum. Okay. She's just now bringing allegedly him up.
Honestly, I think we're both at the point now where it's like we'd love to just travel the world and not have to worry about it. So,
girl, you can't even travel down the street. Onyx is 6 years old, 5, 6, whatever. How old is he? 5, maybe.
Okay, I won't refuse to even have this. Let me do the show. Thank you, Mira.
Yeah, he's got to be what, 5 this year, girl. I
I love this. I
remember when
swear,
she
seriously,
had
these chats
Onyx.
with our
Well,
kids,
when
it's no
she
joke. I
had
have one for
Blaze,
he's grown,
right?
but he
That's when I first came around when she had Blaze. Well, I guess I saw older videos when she had just gotten pregnant with the twins. Then she had Cash. Then she met DeMarcus. But when I first started watching her in real time, I think she had just had Blaze and I got caught up in the other way. So I remember her being like um over at her mom's apartment and just having the twins. So she went from 3 kids to 5 kids, okay? Um yeah, she went from having 3 to 5. She was over at her mom's apartment. Um and then I remember her doing a video talking about the what happened with the father of the twins, and she was pregnant with Cash, right? A mess. It's all on her channel. It's all there.
has a lot to understand. Absolutely. Tell your daughter things happen and she needs to be prepared for kids she get when she gets unexpectedly. Huh? Another mother on YouTube who's like just I was looking at we can babysit our sis Kel's baby when she get bored, right? That's where you make it look so easy. One more won't hurt. Let God have his way, right? Does your husband have kids? May I ask, please? No, he doesn't. Traveling sounds damn good. I'm just now getting into it since my kids are getting older. I know. And y'all saw me. I was just going to the states, different states, cities. I don't know. We were talking about this the other night. He doesn't have kids, and he obviously. I feel like a lot of people who don't have kids at some point they're gonna want kids, and I do think that he wants at least one child. And for me, like it was kind of a matchup. Like, okay, well, I kind of want one child too, so one additional child. So okay, I could maybe do that. But I think that as we have talked about it, like for a while now, it's been like, do we really want more kids? Like, we really got our hands full, and we really could just, thug out these next few years, so to speak, and then have more freedom to just live life, And honestly, because I told him, I was like, the other day, I was like, I have been a mom since I was 18. And when I say with passion, I don't want my kids to have to struggle the way I have struggled. My life is not glamorous. It never has been. That's why I don't understand the hate that I receive sometimes from people being like, she doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve that. This is that. This is that. Girl, we were talking about you could go back. All of my videos are still here. Shit has been way worse. Like, I've been through the mud, like all of it. And some of it is I probably said a good half of it it was never even on this channel, on video. So it's like, I've been a mom since I was 18. I've been changing diapers since I was 18. All decisions I made. Nobody forced me to do that. But when you're that young, you don't know what you're giving up. You might be like, you might think that you are prepared for what you're getting yourself into, even though 9 times out of 10 you're not prepared, but you can't even fathom what you're giving up. And that is the thing about life, is that you have to be.
How did I miss the part about Caden's father? I mean, Kingston's father. Maybe it's at the beginning. She said she needs him to be more
I think we're
present.
gonna make it work. I think we're gonna figure it out. I'm not pretending to have all of the rules. I'm not pretending to have all the keys, and I'm not pretending to be perfect, because we all know I'm not. Y'all done see me fuck up time and time again. Y'all might see me fuck up some more. I don't fucking know. But I'm trying. And
Okay, guys, I feel like I'm gonna let y'all go at this point because ma'am has thrown herself under the bus enough. We've seen everything. I don't know if this is the same guy that we knew, the guy who she wanted the eternity bracelet from, and he gave her a bar of soap, then got her pregnant and let her have to deal with the repercussions of the miscarriage by herself, all of those things. If her husband moved in with her and didn't buy a bigger house, she's renting a house. Like, that's a rental property. buy a bigger house for them. That says it all. That, yeah, I mean, they would need to move to Utah. Like, they would need to move to Utah and find one of those big mega houses with like 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4-car garage, because you're going to have all kinds of kids driving very soon. They need to go live in Utah. They need to go back to Las Vegas. They need to go where big families. Hello from Dubai. Hello. Hi sis, how are you? Melissa Bebe. I missed your live. Yes, you can watch it on the replay. Absolutely. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, a mess. I don't know if Colorado has big family living. I'm sure there are 6 bedroom homes, but I'm talking about like your moderate neighborhood with 6 bedroom home. Not like I'm talking about 6 bedroom home, 5 bathrooms. I'm not talking about like a mansion, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. I'm talking about probably, let's say, 3 to 4,000 square feet, like a family, like a regular family size house. Um, there's no way a guy with no kids got suckered into this female. It's not like she had one father. It's not like Nicole Murphy, okay? Nicole Murphy, we know, has been labeled as a slur, right? But she has one husband and what, how many was it? 6 kids or 5 kids with Eddie Murphy? She put it down for Eddie Murphy, okay? Nicole Murphy is, by all accounts, Lisa Ray has called her out for slurring, and Leela Rashawn. Nicole Murphy does not keep her legs closed to other married men, and she had a bunch of kids, right? She is not Nicole Murphy. She doesn't have one baby daddy. She has a damn rugby team, soccer team, basketball team of dads. Her baby fathers could get together with a team and play basketball, okay? They could split up and have one on reserve for some 3-on-3s, okay? She has plenty of men to call father. The new husband is a loser, friend. There's no way he's not. No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I agree. There's no way that somebody with no kids is going to spend all of their coin trying to house 10 people that he has no business being with, and it's a problematic situation. You got baby fathers who are not paying child support. You have a mother who cannot stop complaining about the baby fathers. You got kids running amok on the internet, and mom feels like she has to go live with the drama to earn a bag and bring chaos and mayhem to the household by shining a negative light on children. So I don't know. To me, that's not attractive, but she can have it. Girl, we gonna just let her have this one. This was interesting. With the mix of the moderator drama, the baby. I don't know when did she talk about Kingston? I feel like she was talking about Kingston's father not doing enough at some point, that he wasn't even bringing shoes. Was this at the beginning? He loves basketball and he's not doing enough. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's at the tail end. When I can find it, we'll talk about it. But I've never really heard her talk about Kingston's father. But like I said, if you've got a dad who is not even able to buy sneakers, not interested in buying sneakers, he doesn't step up, he doesn't come through. The boy is 14 years old. You think the boy doesn't know that the father's not around? I think it was probably more towards the end. I think Chrissy could not give me advice how to get to Dairy Queen. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go, guys, because we've gone way over 2 hours. This was interesting. Chrissy, girl, keep it on. If you want to keep dragging yourself, your family, your kids, this guy who must have got clunked over the head to marry you. I don't even know if the lady was legal to get married. Last we heard, she was still married to DeMarcus, and We don't even know if she handled that business to make herself eligible to actually be married. Hopefully, Chrissy is not out here running felonies by being a bigamist. Okay. Hopefully, Chrissy handled her paperwork and got herself free and is not a bigamist out here. Because I would hate to see her have to handle some bigamy charges. Okay, because bigamy is still a thing and not good. Okay. Meal ticket. She must have some sort of video on him. She must have something where he was just like, okay, I'll marry you. Okay, I'm coming. I would be concerned. There's a bunch of weirdos out here that wants access to children and mm-mm. Okay. I wonder what Cash's dad has to say about the new mister in the house. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Toby. I appreciate that. I don't believe she was ever really married to DeMarcus because did we ever hear about a divorce? Well, I don't necessarily, I'm not going to say they were never married, but we still never heard about a divorce. No, we don't even know. So that's what I was just saying. We don't know. She could be married. There's plenty of people who get married and they're too lazy to get a divorce because divorce they don't know how to go downtown and just file their paperwork and access to children and green cards. Okay, hello, girl. There's plenty of thirsty women out here that make themselves victims because they want a status and they want a couple $100, couple $1,000, and they make themselves victims and because they're thirsty. Okay. In a nutshell, it's because they're thirsty. So, yep. Tragic. It is. It's okay. Guys, if you're here, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys time I go live, post another video, do all of the things. This was fun. Got a chance to get caught up, and I will see you guys later. Okay. That's it. That's all. Let's see. It's definitely tragic. I'm trying to find this banner to take off. Oh, here it is. Okay. There it is. All right. Let me get back over here. Okay. It's the goofy glasses for me. The goofy glasses and the bonnet. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you guys next time. And if you're on the replay, make sure to comment. And I'll see you in the next live.
By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. This is all about clout.